Hey everyone, welcome to Slots and Daggers. I'm Disturbing Puppets. This is a game that I picked up just quite recently. It came out at a very cheap and reasonable price. I'd seen, I think, Miniature Nerd play this. So this is a slot machine dungeon crawler, which is an odd combination. There are some skill checks and things that will pop up in here as well. We'll kind of see as we go through. We'll do a run, maybe two, depending on how things go. We are going to continue. I have made some progress. We've unlocked a few things, so we can now possibly get hammers, poison blades, stakes, massive blades, and keys. Used massive blades quite a bit last time in my last run. I made it to the final boss of the second area and then got killed, so this is only like my second run. So this will be my third. Let's go ahead and jump in and see how things go. So I do have some upgrades. I don't know that we can actually see what they are. I don't remember exactly. I think one increases my damage, one decreases damage I take from physical, one decreases magic damage. I don't remember what the last one was. Maybe once we get in, we can actually look at it and see. Actually, it looks like we could actually jump to the second zone, but I feel like that's a really bad idea because you're going to start off without having gotten all the advantages of playing through fights from the first zone. Unless it's easier? Okay, out of curiosity, let's just jump in the second zone and see. The Baker King once commanded an army of thieves. He tells stories of the Grand Siege on the Citadel, the Battle of Khoon. Now he guards the cemetery gates, smoking cigarettes and counting the moons. Alright, so we get to choose what we're going to have. We can pick 3 to start off with. I haven't had the hammer before. It has a chance to stun. Let's take that. We do want some money coming in because that's important. And we'll go shields for some block. So that's it. So if I switch something else, it just swaps. Yeah, so we'll take that. Last time I ran with just the massive blades, shields, and coins to start with. You can add more as we go through. They'll pop up as we... Oh, actually, since we're starting the second zone, it's actually going to give me a little bit of money to start with. Okay. Super important, increasing your max health. I'm going to take that because that's super, super important. I don't have enough money to do anything else. It's unfortunate. Would like to upgrade my block as well. If we're just getting thrown in here, I'm probably going to die super quick because the second zone guys were really tough. So without having built up playing the first, we're in a bit of trouble. Yeah, we're doomed. Well, it might be less damage. Starting off... So this is the... there's physical damage, magical damage. Physical damage we can block, magical damage we can't. This is my health over here. It looks like I might have extra health. So we just kind of stop whenever. There's a chance that it'll become, we'll get like a jackpot, which will just kind of, maybe a 1% chance, something like that. It'll just automatically pick all 3. I don't get to like choose. So down here, enemy health, our enemy up here. Very, very simple game. Nothing too crazy. Let's see how the hammers work. Okay, so the hammers do give us a little bit of info there. Don't think we got a stun off. So the hammers don't have a skill check. The swords have a skill check for crits, and then some of the other things like the bows have a skill check, which is different. Now doing 3 times 11, that's pretty rough. Our block does stay but between rounds, but does max out. At least we're doing some damage. No stun. 3 times 21. Yeah, we're going to die here super quick. Hey, we got a stun. That's good. I don't know what the dice rolls do over here. I still took damage. The dice roll, but I don't know what the dice roll does. There's no explanation of that. And we do build up meta game currency and stuff, which is what these chips are as we go through as well. We'll take a look once we die, and I'm sure that'll be fairly soon. Yeah, just doing insane amounts of damage. Oh, right, I do have one of these is that I heal a little bit every turn. So that was that little bit that popped up there was me healing. This is gonna hurt. 3 times 51. I might. Yeah, I'll survive that. I still have 208. No stun. So very simplistic. I'm sure there are, once you unlock some more stuff, I'm sure there's ways to make some pretty busted combos and things. I wonder if we can unlock these spots as well. That would actually be really cool. That would help a lot, actually. That would make a huge difference. Hey, we can actually force a critical hit. Look at that. Which, still, I nearly die from. So yeah, we're going to die here super quick. Unfortunate. And we die. Yeah, definitely want to start the first one. I can imagine maybe once you have enough unlocks, it's worth it to go to the second one. So we got Ferocity, Critical success of skill checks grants a respin of the current wheel. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay. Alright, so we have some meta progression stuff here. So we have resistance to physical attacks. I did already get level 1 of this. As you can see, we've got level 1 of resistance to magical attacks. Healing every time we roll. And then this one I picked up 200 starting health. So yeah, that was what I put a bunch of money into last time. So with 50 we could do something. We could do a couple over here. Power-ups is cheaper. More coins per level. We could do both potentially. That's not a bad combo. For the 35s, what else do we have? Extra damage going out might help. Shop items are cheaper. Increased chance of rolling crits. The crits can actually be difficult because there might be times when you're like, oh, I really need a block, and that's going to crit all attacks on you, and then you die anyway. Extra magical attack strength. Revives one time you die. Start with additional wheel. That's 200. I could just save up for that too as well. I think to make it pretty far, we'll want to do something. I think I'm going to sit on my money. Going for that might be worthwhile. All right, we're going to jump in. We're going to start from the beginning. Yeah, I think like once you have enough stuff unblocked, that maybe starting in the second zone might make sense. I do like the hammers. It is only a 10% chance to stun, but that's cool. The poison's okay. The massive blades are good. We need kind of block and some money. You could pause, because you do get more, so you could start with just going all heavy on like attacks. You could do all 3 attacks, because early on you're just going to trash stuff. But you might want to early on build up a bunch of cash as well. So I could even see doing like 1 attack, 2 money to start with, and just kind of tank your way through it. The Plains of Pain. Hey look, it's Ego! Alright, so we do have a decent amount of health here. So Ego is going to attack me for 10, 140 health. I would like potentially to get some extra money coming in here so we can build up some cash. Because some of the items we get will give us passive benefits, but others we have to pay to use. And then there'll be ways we can buy in between levels that we have to pay to upgrade our kind of things that roll. I don't even know what to call these. Our tiles, and then also pay to pick up relics and things. Hey, I got a stun. Look at that. Yeah, didn't attack that time. What I might want to do, if I can, is trying to get money. Got another stun when I didn't even need it. Money. I want money. Just not getting the money. Quick kill gave me a little bit extra cash. Okay, so we have a variety of things here. Super important, I think, is getting the extra health. I think that's really important. The extra block is nice. The bow's not bad. It does have a weird skill check, though. What is this? 20 poison. So yeah, this is an item we can poison someone, but it costs us money to use. And a potion, gain 40 health, but it costs 7. Let's just have extra health. And there's nothing else I can do. At 5, we can get rid of something. So if we replace some stuff, we can do that. This is just a straight upgrade, so it does more, which I would have liked to do as well. Alright, Mothghoul is next up. So Mothghoul does both physical and magical attacks, so even if we have some shield, he's still going to zap me, which is unfortunate. Apparently he's destroyed the city. So we're going to eat some damage here, but I do heal. So we just healed right through that, but it is going to keep increasing. We're just going to heal through it. Should be fine. And after we make it through a fight, we do get all our health back. So the damage doesn't carry over. Okay, whittling me down. I need some damage. There's some damage. No stun, though. Didn't even do that on purpose, but okay. Getting some cash early on, not terrible. There we go. Attack critical hit, very, very nice for us. Finished him off. Alright, we can upgrade the coins. Not awful. There's a better, like a bag of coins we can get instead that we could replace this with, though, instead. The banana's not bad. We get some extra health. and a coin. So we could just get the banana and replace the coin, because the coin, yeah, it just gives me one. So the health and a coin. So we could get this, get rid of that, possible. I think we want the additional health upgrade. I haven't really used much of this stuff. 20% bonus to health, or healing. That's quite good. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take the extra health. So we're going to hold off on upgrading my tiles here quite yet, and just focusing on the relics, and see how that goes. Hammer Goblin. Well, he looks very unhappy. It is a very big hammer. 3 times 11 damage coming in. No stun. Curious to see how effective like the hammers are when they get upgraded. Massive block combo there. Unfortunately, like I'd almost rather just give me some block and do some damage. I'd almost rather not. Okay, didn't do that on purpose. Like, I don't need the block, I need to do damage, because he's just going to keep doing more. Okay, we rolled, and we got some coins based on the roll, so that must be another mechanic that's going on that was not explained. This guy's just physical. We could draw out the fight, because we do have a ton of block built up to try to get some cash. Not getting a lot at the moment. But if we defeat him quick, you can see we are getting more. He's doing a lot more damage now, though. Not what I wanted. Okay, our block is almost gone. Got a stun out. Nice. But he still got... So it only took out one of his 3 attacks with the stun. Yeah, I feel like I'm not doing enough damage with this particular setup. 3 6s, yeah, so we got a bunch of cash there. That's nice, but I need to put this guy in the ground. I'm just not getting what I need. I may end up dying here if I don't get some hammers. Oh, we died. Alright, that was quick. We had a ton of cash, though. Penny Slinger. 1.5 physical damage per coin on the table. Okay. Alright, that was quick enough. We can just do another run. I'm just going to hold off, I think, and just wait till I get 200. Because I feel like having another wheel is massive. Like, that's a huge benefit. So let's try something a little different. We'll go back in the first. So this time... I haven't really done a lot with the poison blades. That could be fun. Let's go with a more offensive build. So let's do like stuns and poison blades and money. So no block to start with. And see how that goes. So I felt like I had a bit too much block popping up there. But now I'm just going to get money coming up all the time. Okay, so poison's shown over here. And it does drop. So I can kind of heal through these early ones. I need to pick up a block, though, fairly soon. But this first couple fights, we're probably fine, no matter what. So hoping we can poison and stun, and he's just going to stand there and eat my poison. You're pretty much doomed here, no matter what. Hey, we got a critical hit. Quick kill gets me a couple extra. No blocks, but I did get the money bag, so we could take this and replace the coin. That's about all I could do. We could also take the healing spell, I guess. Then we're just kind of healing like crazy. The stake's good because it's a free heal every single turn. But I really think the good is kind of important, especially once by the time we get to the second stage, we need a lot of extra health. Okay, let's do this. For now, I'm not going to get rid of the other coin because I want the extra health. So I'm just going to do that. But maybe next level we'll get rid of the basic coin. So I might have just too much gold coming in here. Okay, back to our buddy Mothgull. Okay, healing a bit. Don't really need the coins. We are getting the poison built up, though. Okay, it's not doing tremendous damage. Let's hope we can get a stun there, too. It'd be nice. Yeah, the poison's doing actually pretty good damage now that we've built up a bunch. Critical poison on you. Nice. Okay, so. Okay, this is really good, too. 7% lifesteal when attacking. That is really good. It's always active. I could do that and get rid of the coin. I think that's worth doing. I do want the extra health, but I think this is a good way to get moving. So let's do that. And then we remove that. Okay, I thought that cost me money for some reason. I don't have enough to buy anything else. It's unfortunate. I mean, we could buy the crossbow, but it costs, was it $7 to use? So, yeah, not really worth it, I don't think, to pick up. We'll just hold on to the cash. I really need a block, or I'm going to be in a lot of trouble soon. Probably right here with the Hammer Goblin, but let's see how this goes. Starting off, he's not doing too much, but it's going to massively accelerate. A lot of poison to start. Those first hits aren't so awful, but I have no block options. Just have to hope we stun at some point. Or can burn him down with poison super fast before he kills me. Give me a stun, come on. Nope. Poison's doing its job, though. Hey, poison crit. Dead, nice. Poison's actually a lot stronger than I thought it would be. Still no block, that is definitely a problem. Okay, give me the health. The key unlocks additional wheel, always active. Huh. $50. Man, we don't have anywhere near enough for that, even if I hadn't bought the other item. I should have looked at that first, but we didn't have enough to buy that anyway. This is just a basic attack. I don't know. This is rough. We could get an item that costs money, and then increase our money we get, because maybe that'll let me survive. So at the end of the turn, it'll check and see if I want to do it or not. This guy's going to do 47 damage. It's going to ramp up really quick. I'm probably going to die unless I can get stuns out. Still haven't stunned. Okay, I do heal when I do damage, which is nice. This, we add 20 poison, cost me $10. We don't have enough, so we're just going to skip it. Ow. So we naturally heal, but then we also heal when we hit. Isn't this always active? Yeah, it says always active, but I don't think we actually got any health back when I attacked there. Unfortunate. He blocked up a bunch. Nothing I can do, really, so... we just eat a huge attack. 52 this time, that's a bit rough. Really could use a stun. Nice, we got a stun. And if I wanted to, we can also poison him even more. Sure, let's do that. Still has a lot of block up. Poison's going through the block, which is nice. You get me for 55, I can survive it, that's fine. So it seems like even if we hit him with the block, the poison is still going through and adding to the total. Yeah. Hey, there's some block, finally. We can also upgrade our hammer. Let's take a look down here. I don't think I've seen this before. Critical success of skill checks grants a respin of the current wheel. That's pretty nice. I don't have quite enough money for it. 40% attack bonus. Okay, we need some block. I really would have liked to get the hammer up. Some extra damage. Could take the banana as well. But I've also got enough to just give me extra health. So let's just take the extra health. Queen of Snakes. This is the boss of the first area. I think we're in a bit of trouble here, though. 68 damage coming out. I only have basic blocks. And we start off with a bunch of cash. I guess that does let me poison you. Tell you what, I'm going to poison you twice. Alright. Stun? Stun would be great, but no. Big hit. Ow. You're gonna heal for 50. Okay. Just add to that poison total. .83 attack coming out. That's a bit rough. Decent poison, but taking a lot of damage here. Stun? Nope. Can't do anything. Just eating it. Okay. Not going super well. Got a stun. That's going to help me a lot. Could rack up more poison. I might need it to survive. Do I be greedy? Should I be greedy? Let's go and spend the money. Let's increase the chance I'm actually going to get through this first boss anyway. Okay, money is absolutely not what I needed there. I will survive this. I add more poison. $100 damage coming out. I need to kill you now. I don't think there's a way I can. I need a stun. Holy crap, we got a stun! And the poison! Oh, okay, that was very, very close. Okay. Yeah. I didn't expect that to... I kind of thought we were going to die. Alright, we have bonus physical damage, always active. Extra bonus on healing. We can improve our shield. That's very good. This one I've seen before. Extra... Actually, double physical damage. 10 magical damage. That will go through block, which is good. But, let's improve my block. And with 13 bucks left... More damage or extra healing? Let's go with the extra healing, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Because I heal automatically every turn, and I do have that lifesteal, so both of them combined together will give me a little bit of health back. Alright, now we're into the Black Cemetery. We saw this already. Entering the Black Cemetery. Snatcher. So, just gonna armor up this turn, so a bunch of poison would be nice. Yeah, a little bit. Got some extra cash there. Don't want to bother with this. I think we're okay to start with. Since the poison does go through. 67 attack coming in. No stun. Let's sit on it. This is a good amount of damage. Healed through. Like a mix of things, which is not really what I want. Let's go ahead and throw some extra poison out there. Magical attack that time, didn't notice. You're gonna steal some of my money this time. Okay. Poison working its way. Don't appreciate it. 75 physical damage. We've got good block, so it should be okay. Was a big hit though. 75 magic damage. We can tank that. Didn't really need that. We've got our max shield, which is only 125. I wonder if there's a way to increase that max. Probably. Some poison. There we go. Yeah, poison doing quite a bit of work for me here. Alright, we've got a lot of things I haven't seen before. We can increase the hammer. Mace. 12 physical damage, critical times 3, plus 20% physical damage when rolled. That's quite good. Oh, I didn't realize this was 10 and 10. Huh. Maybe it started as 10 and then did we level it up? I don't think I did. We've got the iron shield, that's 40 shield, whereas this upgraded is 30. Can't get a lot. We do have a punch. Cost money to just do a punch. I had this before, but I almost never had the money to use it. That's a lot of magical damage, 1 use per turn. Extra health would, of course, be nice, but we can't afford it. Maybe we just upgrade the shield here, or we add the mace. I can only do one, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Buy that. Yeah, let's buy the mace as well. That's probably a bit split up too much. I could get rid of the hammer now, but I do like the chance to stun. Don't know if this is a very good combo, but we'll see. Probably not. Alright, the cleaver. Hitting me for 30. Nice mix of stuff early on. No stun, though. $80 attack this time. Oh, we've actually got one of these. This is kind of like the way the bow works. Okay, that was way off. Some of them I feel like I'm okay at, like the sword, the big sword. It has kind of a like escalating gauge, and as it gets to the top, like there's a sound that corresponds to when it's at the top, and then it'll drop, and it kind of is on the same timer, up and down, which is decent. But like the bow one, that it kind of moves around like that, I'm kind of bad at that one. Don't have the money. I feel like it should just skip through that if I don't have the cash. That was a big hit. 40. Give me a stun. Come on. There you go. Nice big hit, but no stun. Okay. Comes some damage. 50 attack, we can survive. Double mace. Ow. 80 attack. We can survive. Not getting a lot of money this time, but it's probably good. We're actually doing damage. If I was doing damage slower, I'd be dead. Not an ideal result here. Hey, we got him. Poison. Actually, didn't think that was going to work. Okay, we can upgrade the mace. We could, of course, get rid of the hammer. We've got a healing spell. Extra magic damage. We've got extra health. I don't have much money, though. We could get the 20 health, like the healing every single turn. I'm going to take the stake, so that way I can just heal automatically every turn. Do I want to get rid of the hammer? I'm not sure. I do like the I like the chance to stun, but it's only 10%. So realistically, it's not going to pop up much. The more we have, the less we're going to get something useful, but I think we have an okay mix. I don't think I'd want to go more than 5 options. So until then, I think we can ride it, maybe. Yeah, I can't afford anything else, so let's just go and see what happens. Burster! Okay, we're probably doomed here. Doing 6 to me. Get a little bit of poison out. Since it's early on, I'm going to go ahead and dump the poison on you as well. And those early attacks, not bad, but it just keeps escalating. So now 36. Did not need the cash, that's for sure. I'm going to go ahead, since I did just get a bunch of cash, and just throw poison at you. Alright, getting serious now. 66 damage coming out. Got a stun, so I think that means we'll take 44. We are fully healed up. So no point in using the stake. I could. Yeah, so it just takes out the first of the 3 attacks with the stun. And a little off there. Could do more poison. Use the stake to heal up. Let's save it on the poison. Which I may regret. Alright, let's throw some poison this time. Take our free heal. Okay, 156. We need something to not die. Money is not that. Stun might have helped. Heal a bit. Yep, I'm dead. Nothing I can do. Didn't get enough healing back. So why not have some poison? Got him down. I think this is probably the most I've ever taken this character out. Oh, holy crap, I survived! How did I survive? I guess maybe this doesn't take into account the damage reduction they have, the 10%. I'm assuming that's what it is. I don't know why otherwise I would still be alive. It's off. Even if I critted... Well, if I critted both of those, I might have survived. Yeah, if I critted both, I think you'd be dead, because you're at 19. We got really bad on that first one. So now I die. That's rough. Super, super close. Did unlock a bunch of stuff. Ancestral Axe. Physical damage per shield. Nope. Thought we'd click on each one individually, but apparently not. Alright, yeah, this has been a little bit of a look at Slots and Daggers. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Definitely kind of fun. Enjoyable, quick little runs, and like I said, it was only it was like $5.50 something when it came out with the launch discount, so definitely worth it for that. Anyway, I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.